Um, and I'm
Well, I
also
think he
really
must
curious.
have done a press conference, but some of them are still there because
They did.
I just
Right
screen
now.
check.
Did you provide security guarantees to the oil executive of
Okay, I believe
Venezuela
you. I believe
for
you on
Trump?
that part.
They will
Right.
have all those guarantees.
Well,
Yes.
I think time will tell. But what worries me is that Trump said the only thing that is limiting his power is my own morality. Gee, what could go wrong?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well. All right. Well, you
Well,
guys
how
can
about
say how
Greenland?
great Maduro is for his people all you want, and I'm not gonna. I'm gonna stick with my. I'm happy that he's out of there.
Listen, two things can be true at the same time.
Yes.
Maduro's a piece of shit, and thank God he's gone. Also, there is no plan to replace him. There's no long-term plan at all. They're making it up as they go along. And if we end up still, quote, running Venezuela 2, 3, 4 years from now, a lot of people are gonna be looking around like, what the hell are we doing?
Well, hopefully we're all retired.
Well, I would love that. Listen, I would love it to work. I'm glad he's gone, but you can't just take the figurehead of a regime and expect the regime to die. The rest of the regime is still there. They're
I
still
get that.
arresting
I
people.
also think
They're
that
still
the
harassing
Department of
people.
Listen, guys,
Right?
do you really think that the Department of State and the Department of War are that us as normal citizens are going to be briefed on what their plans are every day?
I
No.
think that
No.
I
these
understand they don't
morons
have
who
everything
conduct their
in
business on signal and
Think
oh,
they're
come
hurting
on,
people
Kurt.
in their
Okay,
and are
okay.
treating global policy like it's the Call of Duty game don't have the first fucking
I
clue
would
what they're
rather
doing.
have listen, that's funny, Call of Duty. I would rather have from a national security perspective, I feel safer that Donald Trump is in office than I was Joe Biden.
Yes, I do not either. Only because
Because Joe Biden was so smart on national
Because
security
no.
Joe
issues.
Biden was surrounded by people
Let
who
me
at least were
let me answer the
professional
They
question
have
and
done
because
nothing.
career
They never stopped
experts.
Ukraine. What did Joe Biden's what did he do in
you
Ukraine?
asked me why. Let me answer the question because I think it's a very good question. First of all, one of the things that is going to as the years go on is going to hurt us the most is getting rid of USAID because it was the forefront of soft power. Soft power is more important than hard power. Okay, in Donald Trump's world, there are not good leaders and bad leaders. There are not democratic leaders. Or undemocratic leaders. There are strong leaders and weak leaders, right? And because the new world order is being dismantled, and we've sacrificed our soft power, I don't care who was in office before Trump. That makes us much less safe.
So I
That's
agree
the
with
answer
you
to your
on
question.
part. I agree with the soft power. I do agree that USAID, I mean, I spent a lot of world in that time in that I sit on the Vital Voices board. I sit on I sit on, IRI's board. I mean, there is an important part of our security that depends on that. I do think that it was completely out of whack in regards to budgets and fraud that was happening in those agencies. So I don't think getting rid of it, we just needed to fix it, is
But
the
actually, it
answer.
was only a $41 billion budget. Even when the Sean Hannitys of the world were scrolling on Fox News, all the fraud, it was like, well, $700,000 for
No, I
this
get
and
that. Yeah,
$2
I
million
get that.
dollars for this. It was like they had no direct proof of significant so-called waste,
It was
fraud, and
bloated.
abuse.
It could have been the budgets could have been cut, and that would have been the answer, and I
But it
think it
was
would have been
maybe
fine.
5%.
Okay, fine. All
It
right, we
was
can agree to
minimal.
disagree.
It was no more waste and fraud. It was actually less than other government agencies. But the point is that doesn't matter. Marco Rubio and a lot of people before they sold out were big proponents of USAID because it not only was good in terms of helping the world, saving a lot of lives, but it was a great presence on the ground to give us intelligence, to give us a lot of information that we needed to conduct our foreign policy. And when we don't have any, and also starting trade wars with Canada, alienating our allies, putting NATO at risk. Again, I
Rubio
have
was
some
on the,
colleagues really
IRI board
concerned
as
that we're safer now than we were with Biden. It's just ludicrous.
Rubio was on the IRI board too. He did, yeah, he did believe in that for sure.